Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Trailblazer League. Today's episode is going to be starting off right where we left off in the last one, so if you haven't watched that, make sure you go back and watch it because it'll get you all caught up. Today, we're going to be starting our video by completing the Holy Grail quest, which is mainly going to be used to give us a ton of combat experience, but it also lets us complete King's Ransom. So, that being said, let's get right into the video. Here we are in the Intrana Chapel, and we need to talk to the High Priest, and he just basically tells us to fuck off, which is pretty lit. After extensive looking on behalf of the Crone and the High Priest, I have determined that we need to go to Galahad's house, aka I looked at the wiki and that's what it said. So we need to talk to Galahad for the Holy Table Napkin. He'll give us one of them. Bada bing, bada boom. And we're also going to talk to him for an easy task. Just talk to him about being on his own, drink his cup of tea. That's a nice cup of tea. Here we are in Draenor Manor, and we have to go to the top floor in the southern room with the napkin in our inventory, and there are magic whistles, which we will pick up both of those. And then now, we're already geared up, we already have all our gear, but we're going to head to Brimhaven in order to go to the Fisher Realm, so I'll see you guys there. Here we are in Brimhaven, well, just north of it, just northwest of it on the peninsula, right about here, and as you can see there's a little tower here. I have my roofs turned off, but if we blow the magic whistle here, that should take us to the Fisher Realm. And now we need to go kill the Black Knight. This should actually be a pretty easy fight because I can just safe spot it, but I'll see you guys back here when I'm done. I should be clear, you can safe spot it until you do the final blow, in which case you need to use Excalibur, so that's why we got Excalibur in the first place. Unfortunately, I accidentally hit a little bit too hard with my magic shortbow, so now we have to do the fight over again, but it doesn't really take that long. The Black Knight Titan does have pretty high range defense and pretty little melee defense, but with the relics, you make pretty short work of him anyways. There we go, we have the Black Titan on pretty low HP, so now we're just going to flinch him with melee. And there we go, we defeated the Black Titan. Really not a bad fight. Like I said, with the relics, it makes it pretty easy. Here we go, we just talked to a fisherman, and we learned that in order to get into the castle, we need to ring one of these bells, so we do that right now, and boom, we get inside the castle. Okay, so we just talked to the Fisher King, and he essentially said that we can't take the Holy Grail right now, and he also wants us to find his son, so we're going to head back to Camelot, and I'll meet you guys there. Here we go, we just talked to King Arthur in Camelot, and he gave us a magic gold feather, which when you blow on it helps you find Percival, in this case, and through wiki magic, I know that Percival is inside Goblin Village, so I'm just running over there now. And here we are in Goblin Village, and through, again, wiki magic, I know that Sir Percival is in those sacks. And we're going to make him a king in the Fisher Realm. Here I am back in the Fisher Realm, and now that we've returned Sir Percival to his father, the place looks a lot greener, which is just fantastic. You know, it looks nice and lively. There's no longer the Black Titan Guard, and the Fisher King should let us pick up the Holy Grail now, so that way we can give it to King Arthur and complete this quest. And there is the Holy Grail, which we can now pick up, and if we just teleport back using the best relic in the game, we can now talk to King Arthur, and bada bing, bada boom, 183,000 defense experience, and then like 130,000 prayer experience, which brings us up to 55 prayer, that was 13 levels, as well as potentially, oh wow, 65 defense. I believe that was from 60, so really nice. And for a quick task, I'm just going to activate Protect from Melee. A nice medium task. Let's move on to the last quest of this video. Okay, here we are up at Sinclair Mansion, and I was going to do King's Ransom as my last quest, but as I figured out, that requires Murder Mystery to be completed, which I did not have done. So let's go ahead and start Murder Mystery, so that way we can do King's Ransom, and then after that, that will be the end of the video. Here we go. After doing some fantastic sleuth work, I have determined that the killer is Frank. Unfortunately, the family isn't gonna believe me when I accuse one of their children, so I need to get more evidence, and we're gonna talk to Gossip because, well, he likes to gossip. So he's got the info, and he tells us that there's a poison salesman down in Sears Village, so we're gonna go talk to that fucker. Here we are. We're gonna talk to the poison salesman, and we're gonna ask who he sold poison to, and unfortunately, he sold it to all of them, so he's not very much help. Instead, we're going to go up to the person and ask why they bought poison. We're going to talk to Frank, and we're going to say, "Hey, bitch, why'd you buy poison?" And he's going to tell us a lie. He's going to say he put it on something, and then we're going to go look, and there's not going to be poison in there, and then we're going to use that as proof, and we're going to get him publicly executed. Here we are back at Sinclair Manor, and we're going to talk to Frank. And we're gonna ask, hey Frank, why'd you buy poison? He used it to clean his family's crest. Now, I think Frank is a big fat fucking liar. Because we're big brain. And we're gonna go look for the family crest. And we're gonna find out that he didn't actually do that. And I don't know where the family crest is. There we go. I was looking at it directly. And we're going to investigate it, and bada bing, bada boom, it's dirty. That means that it's Frank, because he's a little bitch. So we're just going to go tell the guard, we're going to give him all the evidence, because he's not going to believe us. So we're just going to spam through all of this dialogue. And he's like, oh wow, that doesn't make sense. And then we give him more and more evidence, and he's like, oh shit, that's big facts. And he gives us some crafting XP and 2k coins. So that's Murder Mystery. That gave us level 54 crafting, which means we can now make water battle staves. But, more importantly, we can now start King's Ransom if we talk to Gossip over here. And we go, hey, what's up? You got any more gossip? And he goes, yeah, I got gossip. Apparently King Arthur's going to court or something. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't pay attention to the lore. But we're gonna investigate it. I don't know what's happening, but I know what to do. Okay, apparently the lore is that the Sinclairs have gone missing. So we're gonna bust into their house and rob them of scrap paper and other things. We're gonna, sorry, not rob, we're gonna alleviate some of these burdens that they have by stealing them and never giving them back. And now that we've broken in and alleviated them of some items, we're gonna talk to their loyal guards about the items that we just stole from their place, and we're just gonna give them to him, I guess. And he's not gonna say anything about it, even though this is just like shit that we took from their house. So like, I think once we find the Sinclairs, we need to let them know that this guard isn't very loyal, and he doesn't really give a shit that we just stole stuff from their house. Here we are at the Sears Village Courthouse, because apparently not only are we master sleuths, but we're also lawyers, if my character wants to actually work properly. And we're, I believe, like, helping Anna to not get killed. Something like that. So I don't know what's happening, man. But here we are, lore in order. You know, just classic look. We got the jury, the judge. Oh, look at that, the judge. Okay, but being the expert lawyer I am, I know exactly what to do. I'm gonna call the dog handler as a witness, and I'm gonna ask him about the poison. Okay? I'm big brain. Everything that I do Perfect. Next up, I'm gonna call the butler. We don't need Pierre anymore. He can get out of here. We just want to ask him one question. And I'm gonna ask the butler about the dagger. And he's gonna say, like, oh no, it's not Anna. Anna couldn't do it. She doesn't have arms. That's the answer. And then we're gonna call the maid up. And we're gonna ask her about the night of the murder. And again, she's gonna say, oh, couldn't be Anna. Anna wasn't awake. She was sleeping tight in her bed with no arms. There's no way she could have gotten up if she had no arms. And then finally, we're gonna call up the cook, Louisa. She's a hottie. But we're gonna ask Louisa about the thread. And Louisa's big brain, she knows that the thread could be Anna's, but it could also be somebody else's. And bada bing, bada boom, Anna is pronounced not guilty, and we get balloons, which I'm gonna I'm not allowed to burst them. This is bullshit. But there we go. We are just a very perfect lawyer. Anna says that we're not, but, you know, what does she know? Is she a defense lawyer? Oh, I just checked, and actually, she is a defense lawyer, so that's... She might know what she's talking about, but, I don't care. Okay, I still have no idea what's happening in this quest, but being the big brain I am, I'm gonna assume that we need telekinetic grab runes, and also this statue looks kind of fucking suspicious. So I'm just gonna give a good old peek at it, and oh my god, we passed out. No. We made it inside of Camelot Castle. Alright, so we've been captured. Very unfortunate. But, you know, being the big brain I am, that's it. That's the entire sentence. So we got Merlin out, and I'm thinking, we've got lava runes. I can teleport out of here, but all these Knights of the Round Table, this guy's blue. First off, that guy's blue too. Look at these blue people, and some of them are yellow. Don't worry about that. Technically, this means this guy's an object, but we don't need to talk about that. But I have these telegrab runes, and I'm pretty smart, and this guy looks like he's pretty dumb. So, what if I just grab his key? Oh, shit. He doesn't have a key. What the fuck am I gonna do with a hair clip? Alright, fine. I'll do this the old-fashioned way. This puzzle, by the way, looks tough as fuck. And, and there we go. I'm actually just, like, massive brain. And, that was actually the easiest thing I've ever done. And anybody that says otherwise is just wrong. So I'm gonna ignore all the fighting that's going on. Sir Lancelot's just chilling up here, fucking hanging out with the Black Knights for some reason. And yeah, he's fucking insane. This guy apparently just doesn't give a shit. I'm just gonna steal stuff from in front of him. And this one looks good. And wow, the Holy Grail, look at that. I am so smart. Okay, and for the next part of the quest, we're going to need full black armor. And we can buy all of the pieces in or around Varrock, so I will see you guys whenever we get to Varrock. Here we are in Horvik's shop, where we can buy the black plate legs and the black plate body. And then if we just quickly run over to the Champions Guild, that is where we can buy the black full helm. And here we are upstairs, and I believe if we trade one of these people, there is the black full helm. Unfortunately, it is sold out on this world, so I wonder if the shop refreshes. No, it doesn't. So we're just going to hop worlds really fast, and we're going to buy that black helmet. And there we go. There is the full black armor set, the helmet, the plate body, and the plate legs. That cost us about 10,000, which is fine, but now we can continue on with the King's Ransom. Oh, before we continue on, I do need 2 more items, so we are here for the Animate Rock Scroll from Wizard Property, and after shit tons of dialogue, he might give it to us. There it is. And we also need a piece of granite, which is kind of annoying to get, but I believe there is a shop just south of Backstorian Falls. So right around, where is it? Right around here. So I'm just going to run up there really fast, and we're going to see if we can pick that up. As it turns out, it wasn't actually from that guy south of Backstorian Falls. At least not for the one that's league specific, but you can buy 1 granite, 2 kilograms, from any of the trader crew members. So now that we have that, we can continue on with the quest. Here we are at the Black's Knight Fortress, and if we just enter over here, and then equip full black armor, without attacking the guards preferably, we can climb down this ladder, and we can free King Arthur over here. Okay, apparently I fucked up. I gotta go back to Ardoin. Okay, apparently you need to go through all of the dialogue with him, otherwise you're not able to actually use it, and I'm not sure. I guess I canceled it before, but just went through all of the dialogue. Now, I should be able to free King Arthur if we try again here. And there we go. It puts us in a cutscene, and we break King Arthur out of his prison. Now we gotta smuggle King Arthur out of here, so we're going to give him our iron chain body and helmet, and we're going to leave. I'm not sure if we need to leave the building, but I'm going to just in case. And if we don't, then that's awkward, but now we just have to go talk to King Arthur in Camelot, and that should be the end of the quest. And we are back at Camelot to talk to King Arthur, and this should complete the quest. Bam. Almost 400,000 defense experience and like 60,000 magic XP, as well as an antique lamp. That gives you 5k experience in any skill level 50 or above, but that brought us from 65 to 71 defense, and I'm not sure what magic level we were at. I'm pretty sure it was like 52. And obviously we're going to be using this antique lamp on Herblore, which might give us a level. And yes, that brings up to 55. Very nice. Completing that quest does also mean that we now have access to the Knight's Wave training ground, but I'm not entirely confident that we can do that with our stats currently, because I'm pretty sure you have to use melee, and we don't have very good melee stats, so I'm not going to be doing that right now. Plus, we don't even have 60 or 70 prayer to use the prayers anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we do it right now. Okay, and that is going to be it for today's video. I took a bit of a different route with this video. I tried to be more humorous with some of my dialogue, so let me know what you guys think of that. This was kind of just me being delirious. I was doing these quests pretty late at night, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. As always, you can find me live at twitch.tv/Akadite, and that being said, have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.